the public SAS will be completed to facilitate a full transition to single track by 2026. So, Chairman of Education Committee, what you are saying, what you are telling the people of Ghana is completely different from what the Minister for Finance told us. And so you were just misleading this house. The budget is so clear. The Minister for Finance had it. 2026, and you are here telling us 2027. Who should we believe? Should we believe you or the Minister for Finance and Education? Who do we believe? It looks like this is a confused government. But Mr. Speaker, I will go.
Leader, will you spare us so that the next speaker will address it if there's any mistake? Is your roommate?
We served one room for 4 years. I wouldn't have done this to him, but Mr. Speaker, yes, roommates. In the university, you share rooms. Mr. Speaker, in Questions Order 1221C, the chairman for education was very clear. He said next year. Mr. Speaker, we are speaking in 2025. Next year is 2026. So he was very clear. There's no ambiguity. So the honorable member shouldn't place any ambiguity on what the chairman of Education Committee said by way of commentary. Very clear, Mr. Speaker. So there's no ambiguity there. Stay on course.
Well.
2026. That's what
Honorable members, please indulge me. I am not going to entertain this kind of interruptions. If you think what the member is saying is not right, just jot it down. Once you get your opportunity to address it, let's so that we can get the flow of the comments. Please, let's do it that way. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, you shouldn't have given the majority chief whip the opportunity then. Now that you have opened that box, if they are also they are arguing that we also think that it is in breach of our orders, you need to listen to us. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker himself and the first deputy speaker, they allow if you have to come under other order 123 or 122 in terms of any. So, Mr. Speaker, if you make the statement that you will not allow, they will mislead the house.
So,
Mr. Speaker, we should be allowed in instances that we think that somebody is misleading the house or on a point of order, we can interrupt the debate. That is exactly what he did. That is what he did. So we should be given an opportunity.
Honourable members, today I am presiding, and this is the way I want to go. Please indulge me. I will not entertain any interruptions so that we can flow and we can get this job done early enough. If you could go back, yesterday we spent a lot of time because of these interjections. So I'm not going to entertain that, please. Yes, Honorable John Darko, let's hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I hope I get my time back. So, yes, Mr. Speaker, just to make that point again, last week, the Minister for Education was very emphatic about these 2 years. And so, I'm surprised that the chair of the Education Committee will come here to contradict the minister. And even in the budget, the Minister for Finance is very clear that this is going to start next year. So we want to see the consistency from the side of the government. At this point, it looks to me that there is no consistency. But, Mr. Speaker, I would like to move to the energy sector and deal with some of the issues raised in the budget. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, if I may read paragraph 861, 863, and 864 of the budget as presented. Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Finance made some startling revelations in my view. He stated, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, if I may read, He said that in line with section 27 of the PRMA, the Investment Advisory Committee on Investment Policy and Management of the Ghana Petroleum Funds. Mr. Speaker, as a people, we really need to understand when we say petroleum funds, Ghana Petroleum Funds, it includes the Ghana Heritage Funds and then the Ghana Stabilization Funds. Now, the Minister for Finance is saying that he's been advised to move this Ghana Petroleum Funds into another investment. Mr. Speaker, at paragraph 863, this is what he had to say. He says, under the current legal framework, investment from the Ghana Petroleum Funds are restricted to low-risk foreign denominated securities issued by entities outside Ghana, such as the World Bank, IMF, and other top-rated sovereigns. That is the case. To protect the wealth of this nation, the status of this country. But he goes on to say, in paragraph 864, that unfortunately, according to the Minister for Finance, this approach has yielded very little returns. He said that since the establishment of these funds from 2011, total reserves has reached, and Mr. Speaker, when Minister for Finance speaks, we need to listen and listen well. He says the total reserves has reached 1.46 billion. Yet, the only interest we have that has accrued to us is 1.94 million, an average return of 1% per year. This is what the Minister for Finance is telling the people of Ghana. Yet you go to the Public Interest Accountability Committee report, which receives their report from Bank of Ghana. The money so far, according to page 71 of 2025 PIAC report, which came out in June, it says that, and just speaking with your permission if I may read, page 71 for those who want to refer, page 71 of the PIAC report of 2025. It says from August 2011 to June 2025, cumulative petroleum receipts distributed sum up to 11 billion. Now, the interesting part here, Mr. Speaker, is that he said, whilst the Ghana Stabilization Fund has received 2.6 billion and Ghana Heritage Fund has received 1.1 billion. Mr. Speaker, the total of what the Ghana Stabilization Fund and then the Ghana Heritage Fund, the total is 3.7 billion. $3.7 billion. Yet the Minister for Finance is telling the people of Ghana, oh, you want to know? I'll tell you. The Minister for Finance is telling the people of Ghana that we have received only 1.94 million. And then goes on to say that the interest that the country has received from this 1.4 billion is actually 194 million. And Mr. for Finance is speaking in November 2025. Mr. Speaker, the interest he's talking about, the 1.9 billion he's talking, 1.9 million he's talking about as interest from the investment is here. In the 2020 report, the Minister for Finance is telling us the interest will come from our petroleum fund. He is quoting 2024 document when we are in 2025. So I'm asking myself, what kind of data are they feeding the people of Ghana? Whose interest do they sell? Mr. Speaker, when we go to page 78 of PIAC 2024 report, it's here. It says that Ghana Petroleum Fund's net profit since November stands at the profit, so that's the interest, stands at 194 million. 2024 PIAC report. That is what the Minister for Finance is telling us in 2025 November. When there is a new PIAC report 2025, Minister for Finance doesn't even know. But you know what, Mr. Speaker? I know why the Minister for Finance will want the people of Ghana to believe that our petroleum fund has received only 1 billion when it's 3 billion. I know why the Minister for Finance is telling us that the only interest we have is 194 million. Mr. Speaker, on the 12th of November, they brought a memorandum to this house. Minister for Finance brought a memorandum to this house to tell the people of Ghana that we should stop investing in the same bonds They now want to take our billions at 3.6 billion, which they have reported as 1.6 billion. They want to invest it, according to them, into some energy sector development in this country. Mr. Speaker, what this will do is that it will deny the people of Ghana what they will get, the future generation. It will deny them their interest. Mr. Speaker, under the section 20 of the PRME, it talks about the fact that at the end of the petroleum at the end of the whole petroleum business, when our oil reserves have depleted, the Ghana Heritage Fund, the Ghana Stabilization Fund will come together to form the Ghana Wealth Fund. But know what the Minister for Finance is trying to do? He's trying to take the Ghana Wealth Fund to spend now. This is what the Minister for Finance is trying to do. Mr. Speaker, this budget, if you look at it from this angle, violates all the principles of sustainable development. Mr. Speaker, sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the current generation without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. What this budget does is to deprive the future generation of their needs. Mr. Speaker, when we look at the budget, you will see that the Minister for Finance is not serving the interest of the people of Ghana, is not serving the interest of the future generation. This budget is let's eat now and forget the future generation. Is that what the people of Ghana voted for you for? You were supposed to protect the interest of everybody, including the future generation. Yes. This budget lacks the sustainable development principle which you have all signed on to. It has no basis, and Mr. Speaker, we need to question them. The CSOs need to take this up. Why is it that the Ghana Stabilization Fund and Ghana Heritage Fund is being planted? By this budget, the Minister for Finance is saying that he wants to take the money and spend now. And look, it is here. On the 12th of November, they brought this memorandum to Parliament. This year, you all have it. Go into your letter box. It is there. They want to change it so that they can spend the money now. The people of Ghana reject that, and this should not be accepted. Mr. Speaker, again, if you look at the budget, this is a budget that has no interest in protecting the environment of this country. This budget has no way of protecting the people of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the budget, yes, you can see that at paragraph 1175, the Minister for Finance has made some budgetary allocation of 400 million Ghana cedis to the waste management sector. 400 million Ghana cedis. Maybe we can say that, hey, Mr. President, we thank you for giving us 400 million for waste management treatment. But because if right in his voice will say, Mr. President, there was a problem, no to wait. However, Mr. President, we want to remind you, in 2025, how much have you given to the waste management companies to fight waste in this country? How much have you given to the waste management companies? Mr. Speaker, let me try and read to you a report from Professors in Lebanon, Professor Korte, Professor Texan, Professor Kwame Eje. Mr. Speaker, in their report, the high cost of improper waste management and poor sanitation in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, they say that poor waste management in Ghana poses a significant public health risk, fueling outbreaks of sanitation-related diseases like cholera, as seen in October. This public health crisis leads to premature death and increased absenteeism, ultimately hurting the productivity and economic production. Mr. Speaker, they continue to say that studies have shown that municipal waste management system globally contribute over 200 billion to every economy. Now, Ghana, we don't know how much we get. Mr. Speaker, interestingly, the report says that the WHO says that if you invest $1 in waste management, you get $5 out of it. However, if you look at what we've been doing with our budget, there's no dedicated fund for waste management treatment. Mr. Speaker, the sanitation levy that was introduced has now been repurposed to pay the energy sector debt. Mr. Speaker, we have decided as a country that we do not want to treat waste. As a vice chair of the Environment Science Committee, I find this extremely dangerous. That we still on the platform that our environment is deteriorating, that waste management is not being taken care of. 400 million out of a possible 1.4 billion Ghana cedis is what Mr. President has given to the waste management treatment. I am afraid that if you are not careful in this country, outbreak of cholera will kill the citizens of this country. So you ask yourself, whose interest do you serve, Mr. President? Mr. Atofosin, whose interest do you serve? Do you serve the interest of foreign companies, those in the oil and gas industry, or you serve the interest of the people of Ghana? This budget, as presented, has gone way to help the people of Ghana. This budget, as presented, is not helping us to fight the environmental crisis that is upon us. This budget is empty when it comes to environmental sanitation. 400 million cedis will not do a thing. Not pay everything to the foreign companies.
Wind up, please.
Mr. Speaker, really. Mr. Speaker, so I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. But just to reiterate that we should not allow our money to be repurposed. We should not allow the
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honorable members, before we take the second round, kindly indulge me to acknowledge our guests at the public gallery. We have Katoma Legacy Academy. Katoma Legacy Academy. They are being led by Mr. George Marcus Ashiama, who is the head teacher, and the school is located in the Amasaman constituency. Amasaman constituency. I hope the member is here. Do you have the member here? Very well. The second school is Blessed Adventist Academy. Blessed Adventist Academy. They are